Ned, would you like to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance?
Sure. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Make a motion to approve the non-public and public meeting minutes of February 19th, 2026.
Second?
Motion by Sean, second by Scott, to approve the non-public and public meeting minutes of February 19th, 2026. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? And the ayes have it.
I'll make a motion to accept the consent agenda consisting of accounts payable special manifest dated 2/23/26, accounts payable manifest for 2025 dated 2/26/25 or 26, accounts payable manifest for 2026 dated 3/5/26, accounts payable manifest ACH Harpers and NHRS dated 3/5/26, accounts payable manifest ACH Citizens dated 3/5/26, accounts payable special manifest dated 3/5/26, payroll payment manifest dated 2/26/26, distribution of funds from the reassessment capital reserve fund in the amount of $83,300, 2025 annual facility report for active solid waste facilities, administrative abatement for map lot 220-015-117 in the amount of $454.17. Resignation of Melody Mansher from the zoning board effective 9/24/25. Resignation of Carol Brown Jr. from the Conservation Commission effective 3/5/26. Distribution of funds from the fire equipment capital reserve in the amount of $60,386.83, distribution of funds from the police vehicle capital reserve in the amount of $51,539.10.
Second?
Motion by Don, second by Scott, to approve the March 5th consent agenda. Any discussion?
I have one. I'd like to read into the record that one of the resignations.
Before you, I just want to explain on Melody Manser. It's just, she resigned and we missed it, so we had to officially accept it. But go ahead.
Select board members, this letter will tender my official resignation from the Bristol Conservation Commission effective immediately. I first became a member somewhere in the early 1990s, not sure exactly what year. At that time, members included Mason Westfall, West Dow, and Marion Roby, which constituted a wonderful mix of scientific and local knowledge. Each of these contributed to my understanding of the local commission processes, resources, and history, and were all mentors in each in their own way. Over the years, I have had many times when I was not able to be as active as I wanted to be due to work and family constraints. However, the town has always understood my limitations and allowed for me to stay on the commission. That type of philosophy will help to keep our citizens able to be part of the volunteer efforts, and I would urge that it would continue. In closing, it has been an honor over the years to have been allowed to be a part of the protection of Bristol's resources. I leave noting that currently there is a very strong and dedicated commission. Each member is interested in understanding the process, being fair to the citizens, and receiving training to better their knowledge. This is the best commission that the town has had for many years and will be instrumental in the continuing protection of our resources. Sincerely, Carol Brown, Jr.
Excellent.
One other thing to add on your consent agenda, good God, now I'm losing my mind. I have no idea.
Okay.
I read it all correctly then.
You read it all correctly, but I'm like, I don't know what I was pointing out to you. Oh, they're all the distribution of funds are 2025 distribution. We're not done yet, but we have a couple more to do, and we have 2026 that we'll be doing, so.
So we have it till end of March.
The auditors come at the end of March, so
Okay.
hopefully we will be
Wrapped up.
wrapped up by then. We also have MRI coming next week, so.
Any further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
And the consent agenda passes.
I'd like to make a motion to seal the non-public meeting minutes from tonight's earlier session, because it is determined that divulgence of the information likely would affect adversely the reputation of any person other than a member of this board.
Second.
I have a motion by Sean. Here we go.
Here we go. All right, Scott.
Motion by Scott, second by John,
So we're done.
to seal the minutes from tonight's earlier non-public session. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? All right. At this point, I think you're all here for the dedication of the town report primarily, I imagine. I think I'd like to turn over to Sean.
Do we want to hand out the town
Yep.
reports to everybody who wants
Yep, we
them?
can do that.
Who would like one?
Yes.
Don't open it. Can't open it.
Save everybody. You know?
There we go, there we go.
Until you make an announcement.
Don't open until Christmas.
Now, good, bring it on, perfect, yeah, thank you. Actually, I don't too.
Then you got
You
one.
guys want one? You want another one?
I'd like to comment. I'd like to comment, a very nice color this year.
Hey, be nice.
It's a little,
I'm actually being serious on that. I
it's a
do
little more,
like it.
it's a little on the bland side.
I do like it.
All right.
I see everybody missed the don't open it part.
Well, here's the good news, they follow direction like we do.
Exactly.
I mind open it.
Sean?
Thank you. It's a special moment that we consider every year, the dedication of the town report, and I think it's notable that that dedication has a long storied history of people who have literally, figuratively, given their soul to the town over the years and to the people in the town, and we're very happy and honored to dedicate this year's town report to Carol Brown Jr. Right now, Carol is mad because he thought he was here for another reason.
Hey, Carol, here's a question for you.
Now, if you open your books to page 2.
Sean was telling us earlier that you're really responsible, you took him under your wing, so we've got you to thank for Sean.
So I'd like to read into the record our dedication of the annual report. This year, the town of Bristol proudly dedicates its annual report to Carol Brown Jr., a lifelong contributor whose decades of service, leadership, and community spirit have left an indelible mark on our town. Carol first came to Bristol in 1974 when his parents purchased Pine Grove Cottages on Lakeside Road. After moving frequently during childhood, attending 8 schools by 8th grade, and living in Germany and England, he found stability and belonging in Bristol's small town atmosphere. I stayed because it's where my parents were, and because I love the small town feel, he recalls. That sense of community became the foundation of his lifetime of service. His first major role in town was joining the Call Fire Company in 1978, a commitment he maintained for 10 years. Around the same time, he worked as a wastewater treatment plant operator, modernizing operations and writing a new manual for the facility. These early experiences reflected his values, honesty, caring, and doing what makes sense. In 1989, Carol began a distinguished career with New Hampshire Department of Environmental Services, where he served until 2018. His work included wastewater inspection, hazardous waste site characterization, oil spill response planning, and emergency operations. He designed and managed the New Hampshire Coastal Oil Spill Response Command Post and co-chaired the Maine New Hampshire Oil Spill Response Area Committee. His efforts safeguarded public health and environmental quality across the state. Locally, Carol has been a pillar of the community life. He served over 25 years on the Bristol Conservation Commission, guiding decisions that balance development with environmental stewardship. For 11 years, he mentored youth as Assistant Scoutmaster and Scoutmaster for Troop 50, helping shape future leaders. He coached Little League, umpired games, and supported cheerleading programs for both the Plymouth Huskies, Pop Warner, and the Newfound Regional High School. Carol also served as a member of the Bristol Select Board for 3 years. contributing to key decisions that shape the town's future and ensuring the residents' voices remain at the heart of local governance. In addition, Carroll represented Bristol and Bridgewater in the New Hampshire House of Representatives from 2022 to 2024. His contributions extended to town traditions. For 20 years, he provided sound systems for Memorial Day services, ensuring that every word of remembrance could be heard. He also brought music and entertainment to 4th of July and Christmas celebrations, and even served as master of ceremonies for Santa's arrival during the COVID epidemic.
You said distance
What?
during the COVID.
Oh, sorry. For Santa's arrival, period. During the COVID pandemic, he joined the governor's economic reopening task force, drafting guidelines for live entertainment and karaoke, helping local businesses and performers navigate unprecedented challenges. When asked what he values most, Carroll said simply, helping others. He hopes to be remembered not for titles or accolades, but as someone who was good to people and tried to do the right thing. His advice to future leaders: don't worry about what outside experts tell us. Keep the town the way residents want it. When asked if he has a favorite memory from his time working with or serving the town, Carroll smiles and recalls making music for 4th of July and Christmas, and riding the back of the fire truck all the way to Waterville Valley in the dead of cold winter. When asked who influenced or supported his involvement in town, he reflects Ron Preble, John Bianchi, Steve Curley, my dad and mom, Skip Moyer, Orvis Hopkins, and many others. Finally, when asked what legacy or impact he hopes his efforts leave behind, Carroll responds, I don't want a legacy. I would hope to be remembered as someone who was good to other people and tried to do the right thing. I hope that I made a difference in helping commission members to look at projects from all perspectives, not only the ordinances, and understand the impact that town requirements have on our citizens. Outside of his many roles, Carroll finds joy in music, performing as his one-man band, Solitary Man, as well as entertaining friends and family and exploring new places with his wife of 32 years, Diana. Together, they cherish their blended family of 4 children and 5 grandchildren, creating lasting memories across generations. Affectionately known by his childhood nickname, Brud, a term inspired by his sister's German word for brother, Carroll carries with him a lifetime of stories, humor, and heart, making every interaction meaningful and memorable. From riding the back of a fire truck to Waterville Valley in the dead of winter to modernizing wastewater operations, mentoring youth, and championing projects that protect Bristol's natural beauty, Carroll's contributions reflect a lifetime of service and vision. His unwavering commitment has not only strengthened the fabric of our community, but also inspired others to lead with integrity and heart. As Carroll and Diana begin their new chapter in Wyoming, we wish him every happiness and hope he visits Bristol often, because this town will always feel like home. On behalf of the town of Bristol, we extend our deepest gratitude to Carroll Brown Jr. for his extraordinary service. Bristol is better because of you. Carroll, you have given Bristol decades of service and a soundtrack. Thank you for the laughs, the music, and the memories. Come back and play us a tune anytime. You want to sit in the middle chair?
Yeah.
No, I just, yeah.
There are cupcakes too, so.
Pretty good, Carol.
Ned, I'm kind of at a loss for words. You might be surprised.
I'm sure Ned's terribly disappointed
I think the only person that called me Brud in town still is Don Martin.
Oh, wow.
That's
I'm gonna call you now.
yeah. Because the German word for brother is Bruder, and both my sister and I spoke German as well as English when I was less than 2 at the time. And riding the back of the fire truck was so much fun. It was so much fun. Thank you, everyone. You know that this is not necessary. I had a feeling something was up when you asked me 30 times to make sure I showed up tonight.
That's all right, I texted John too.
This is a great honor, and some of you may know this, but my dad got this somewhere along the line too. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what to say. Thank you very much. It's everyone. It's greatly appreciated. And know you're here. That's just awesome. So that's all. Yeah, I don't have any more to say.
If you have a few minutes too, we'd love to take pictures with your family and the board.
Yeah, that would be.
Kate, do you have your camera? Okay. Kate will take them.
Thank you.
Good luck in Montana.
Guess where I'm going this one.
Yeah.
That's why I
Oh, it's Wyoming.
Okay, I was my glasses.
So is that really a questionnaire, or was it just for me?
It was just for you.
You're such a sucker, Carol.
So Carol, I personally want to thank you for the time we spent on the board together. I always knew you before then, but I didn't really, I got to know Carol over the few years we had on the board together. And I really enjoyed that time, and I missed having you on the board this year.
Thank you. Same here.
Yeah.
Same with you guys. So. Yeah, I just I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say.
Well deserved.
Thank you very much.
Let's get the board out, and then we'll get the family.
We'll go this way.
Do you want to go that way?
Yeah.
Instead of the TV?
Yeah.
Chairs out of the way.
Yeah, there we go. Oh, we're going for flags. All right. We're going for flags here.
One of the other things I did while I was here was make sure that the American flag was on the right side.
Daddy's still on your blue. We were out there, we were like,
Sean turned around one day and said, "Why is the flag over there?"
Because that's where it's supposed to be.
Everybody ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Couple more in case anybody blanks. All right.
Perfect. My shades off.
Thank you.
do you?
We get all the family out?
Don't go anywhere, Carol. We're gonna take one with your family too.
Yes.
So-
Do you want a town report first?
So you all know John, most of you know John, I'm sure. This is my daughter Jen, Uncle TJ, and my grandson Noah. Welcome. And Alana,
Is in Florida.
his sister Alana took her first road trip at 18 to Florida this week, so. All right.
Here we go. Perfect.
You want to have the selectmen up here too for this? Come on.
One was 24. Yeah. Same age.
Wide angle?
Extra one. Perfect.
So definitely take some cupcakes, guys, and water.
I had no idea he was your dad until just now.
He is my dad. Lucky me, right? Lucky me.
Let me get a picture of you guys.
All right, come on.
Yeah, you guys get in there too.
Oh, Jesus.
You're gonna want these pictures later.
We got one.
All right.
Okay,
Thank you.
there we go.
All right.
Excellent.
Thank you so much, guys.
Yes, thank you all for
This is
coming.
amazing.
Thanks again, Carol.
So before everyone leaves,
We're not leaving, we're staying for the whole thing.
All right. We love an audience.
So we figured since everybody's here, we would do one more thing. So Tonight, we take a moment to recognize and thank someone whose presence at this table has brought a new perspective to this board, to town staff, and to the community of Bristol. Rob Glassett is concluding his 3-year term as a select board member. While he will continue to serve through our March 14th town meeting, this evening marks his final official select board meeting, and we did not want to let this moment pass without expressing our appreciation. Over the past 3 years, Rob has shown dedication and a genuine commitment to doing what is right for our residents. He stepped into this role during a period when our community, like so many others, was navigating challenges, change, and growth. Public service is not always easy. It requires late nights, and boy, do I hear it. Long agendas and sometimes difficult decisions. But it also requires an understanding of what matters to the people who live here. He listened, he asked questions, he advocated where he felt it mattered. He sought fairness and common sense, and in doing so, he contributed to the meaningful progress for our town. We're grateful for the time he has invested, the respect he has shown his fellow board members, and the partnership, except for Scott. No. Sorry. And the partnership he has offered to town staff. His service leaves a positive mark on this community, and his perspective and voice will be missed around the table. Although he may be stepping away from the board, we know he's not stepping away from Bristol or other opportunities. We look forward to seeing him continue to be involved to support the work of the town and to enjoy a slightly lighter schedule, at least on Thursday nights. Rob, on behalf of the town of Bristol, the select board, and the residents you've represented, thank you. Thank you for your service, your time, your dedication, and the care you brought to this role. We wish you the very best in whatever comes next. Yeah, but did you see what else is in there?
Oh, a gift card too.
Yeah.
It's not ticking, is it?
No, it's not good.
The crown.
The crown.
That's spectacular. Thank you, guys.
So we're gonna have you take a picture with.
Thank you, sir.
That's a good one.
Rob, you want to take your nameplate, but they make you bring it back if you ever.
Yeah. Those are too cheap.
Yeah.
And the stamp too, right?
We needed
By the way,
the
yeah.
we needed to bring the stamp back too. So Sean had a shadow box and we made him bring his stamp back, so now he has an empty shadow box.
Well, I did say,
Probably reused it for Rob.
You
So
might-
the main reason I'm not running again is that my daughter's only 12, so I
You're
try
the right
and
one.
spend as much time with her while she's still in the house.
So she still likes you.
She still likes me.
She still likes you, you're winning.
That's the question.
And more than likely, probably coaching middle school softball. So I'll have about a 10-day break and then I'll be back into it with that. But that's the main reason I didn't run again, but it's been challenging at times, but I have enjoyed it. I've learned a ton, thanks to, not only my fellow board members, but Christina, members of the community, Ned. I was sharing some stories about you earlier, about how you actually spoke at my graduation. So, and all the time I've spent with Carol, and unfortunately Les isn't here, but truly enjoyed the time I did spend with you guys on the board. Barbara? Barbara's the main reason that I'm here and sitting in this seat right now. Matter of fact, she called me up. She'd been calling me for a couple of years. Well, at first it was, you need to be on the budget committee. So I got on the budget committee because of Barbara. And then I took a year off from the budget committee, and she said, hey, if I can get a write-in campaign to get you, will you accept the position? Because there's nobody running for budget committee. And I said, sure, Barbara, that's what you really want. And I thought she'd get 15 or 20 people. Well, at that town meeting, she got 58 people to come and write my name in. So, and I wasn't one of them. I voted for the other guy that was running for writing. But then the following year, so I ended up serving on budget committee another year. And then the following year, my phone started ringing around January 1st, and we need somebody to run for select board this year. And I said, I don't know. I said, Carol, there's got to be somebody. There's got to be somebody. couple days before the election, she called me and she says, "I think I get Carol Brown to run." I said, "Okay, great." So Carol ran, and then the following year, "Rob, you got to do it this time." All right, so I did it, and I ran, and I got on the board, and then unfortunately, Barbara passed away a year later. And I could tell you, there's not a major decision that we've made on this board that what would Barbara do didn't run through or what would Barbara think is right, didn't run through my head before we made that decision or I cast that vote. So I hope I did her proud. Not saying I won't do it again. Might come back for a revenge tour, but but it won't be for 5 or 6 years. I can tell you that. I'm going to try and spend a little more family time and until she graduates high school, and we'll see what happens from there. But in the meantime, I still plan on being involved. I told Christina I'd still oversee the logistics of the fireworks this summer if we do actually have them. And my name is on the ballot again, so just in a different capacity. I wouldn't call it a lesser capacity, but a capacity that I would certainly be honored to take the torch from that person and run with it. So, but thank you all for coming here and honoring Carol. I know it means a lot to him. It means a lot to us as a board, and this means a lot to me too, even with the crown. So for those of you that don't know, Sean would call me the king, or Scott would call me the king, because I can be a little bold and assertive sometimes. So so the joke came out that I was King Rob. So
And to go further though, we did so for the holiday party, we did what would your theme song be if you were walking into a select board meeting? And we had all of the department heads have to guess what the theme songs were. Rob's was Hail to the King.
just to give Scott one little, so. But appreciate you all coming. We've got some stuff to go over. You're certainly welcome to stay. We certainly won't be offended if you choose not
Take
to.
some cupcakes.
Yeah.
Take a cupcake.
Yes, please take the cupcakes. I certainly don't need them. So.
I'm taking cupcakes.
Did everybody get a town report?
Nice to see everybody.
You too, Rayma. First time, second time in 3 days.
I know.
Any mics on? Oh, you don't have to shake hands. Yes.
Not a Canadian whiskey guy.
I didn't think.
No hurry. You got plenty to do.
I'll see you. Thank you. Congratulations.
One for me and one for you. Thank you very much. That's what I have.
No, this is my first, I was sitting over there, and I just happened to look over, and Robin just standing
I
there.
didn't do that picture.
And I was like-
I was this close.
I have my
Oh, and through the.
And I just went like this,
I
I
almost
took a nice
put
picture
that-
of Rob and me, and then I drew it now, I have to say.
Then I did it with ChatGPT.
I'll get over.
I almost put that
Okay,
picture
those
in,
are the next
Rob,
two nights.
but I'm like, let's do something else.
Stuff that was in the way of the car. So, when they put it upon that, they gave it to me. So,
Okay.
it's Christmas.
Just make sure it gets where it's supposed to go.
He's hankering for some of it.
Yeah, I'll just take that.
Yeah, just take the whole thing.
No.
Yeah, I'm gonna be in Pennsylvania next 2 nights. My
Okay.
dad's cousin passed away. He's now swatting babies. Yep, okay, yeah.
All right,
Good to go.
thanks again, everyone.
All right, you're very welcome.
Thanks,
We'll
Carol.
see you.
Thanks, Carol. All right.
Giddy.
Get on with it and see what type of journalism I can inspire this week.
Well, yeah, anyways, whatever.
Town meeting prep. You wanna
Yeah, the first one is up on your screens. You can look at it. I just tweaked it on you though because I reviewed it, didn't get to review it until today with the department heads. So it's not complete yet, but this is the welcome one that I'll just play briefly while everybody's coming in, mixing, mingling, and getting ready to go. So we changed it up this year, so just a little bit. This was 20 plus years of service, we did 15 plus, and the number of years of service is next to their names. So.
Can I get an asterisk beside mine?
I know, you did other times, so did Cory. So, and then the next slide, so is gonna be vehicles and, cause we put the ambulance in, but the ambulance didn't come in until 25, so we're gonna put the ambulance back in again. We're gonna put the bucket truck and we're gonna put the police vehicle. So those will be here. This is new. I thought we'd try something a little bit different. Awards received in 2025. So right now, the two that we're going to put in are the barbecue award winners, the ones who got selected for outstanding service, which would have been Ashley and Jerry. Also, we're going to add in the firefighter of the year. Is that what it's called? Firefighter of the year and EMS award of the year. Provider of the year. Those are for Jerry and Ryan, so we're going to put those on here. For special recognition, we thought about adding people who had promotions. So we have a few people who were promoted to lieutenant throughout the year. I was trying, and if anybody thinks of anything else that they would like, I can certainly put it in there. But
what about new employees?
that's coming up.
Oh, okay.
So these are welcome to the team in 2025. We had done it the year before, so I have to fix this. I'm missing 2 people, my fault. But I'm gonna fix it, so it's broken out by department. And then you just keep rolling down through. I have to add somebody in beaches and water and sewer. At fire department, this is their new role, yep. And then executive department, and then town clerk, tax collector. The only department that didn't have a change is the police department. They didn't have a change, so that was good. But on the only department that's not fully staffed, executive wasn't fully staffed, but it will be as of March 16th. And then water and sewer still has an open position. And then what did we talk about? We talked about adding a project slide for the projects that we accomplished, the South Main Street crossing, the Central Street project started up, the 4th Street drainage project, the beach improvements, the parsonage building, those were on the list. And then of course that's not there yet, but I will update it. And then we were just going to end with I'm gonna fix it, saying thank you for your support. And then this will just rotate if you're good with it. And do you have any other ideas, or are you good with it?
So I guess this is the newbie person question. When I think of the voter's guide,
This is in voter's guide though, but go ahead.
Yeah, okay, but I thought this was like blending into the whole thing. No? So
This is
totally separate?
if you go to town meeting, this is the one where people are, while they're coming in to the
Oh,
meeting.
yeah, this is just
This
going
is
to
the intro one, just rotating. We've done pictures in the past, we've done,
I thought what you were saying
no,
earlier, sorry,
No,
was
sorry.
that we were blending them, and I was
No.
like, oh, don't blend them.
no.
Okay, good, all
Okay.
right, got it, yeah.
All right, anything else on this one? And if we have a break, like we will probably have a break while we're doing the ballot vote. This may run during that time frame, but, okay, let me get rid of this. The second one is the actual one, it's not completely done yet, is the town meeting PowerPoint. Open sesame. Screen sharing has failed to start, sorry. There it goes.
Such a wonderful product.
Hush up, you.
It's all that Cisco equipment we have.
But none of it is Cisco equipment, that's the best part.
It is Cisco equipment, this is just software. That's Cisco.
That
Yes.
is, that is.
All right, so this is the Bristol Town Meeting. I'm sure that I'm going to hear about the seal, but I just put the seal on the main page.
Can't we have a, never mind.
We had a picture of the public safety building last year, but we really don't have a building per se to put on here. And years before, we've done a collage of buildings.
Yeah,
That's why I just put the seal this
put
year.
a bucket truck on there.
How about a picture of the town square with a kid hitting a wagon wheel down there?
That's the old seal.
No, just a picture.
I did that for Boke.
I probably did.
and
But
JP.
that's who I figure is probably gonna say the most, so, but, the next page is,
Dedication.
the dedication, thank you to Carol. The next, whoops, sorry, rolled too fast. The next one, because this is in the town report, special recognition for long-term service and retirement, we did recognize Rama for 30 years, and Mark, retired just before 25, but we didn't do the recognition until this year for 32 years. And then I have to condense this and make the wording bigger. This is also in the town report honoring all our town employees. So I'm gonna condense it, make it a smaller paragraph and make it bigger, so if you're good with that. Then the rest, now is where the articles start. So this just tells people Articles 1 through 11, these are the ones on March 10. And then Article 12 is social districts. So the rest are articles, but what I'm asking, what, do you want anything additional for certain articles? As we, so social districts, I don't think we're gonna put anything else out there, it's gonna be a discussion. The voter's guide will be there, so,
And when we did the 400, that was because somebody wasn't here, right?
correct, you,
Okay. Oh, I wasn't here for that.
right,
Okay.
you did a vote, so you did a vote, cause I had to get it through via
I'm
email,
all
but I
good,
had
I'm
to
just,
ratify it.
I'm thinking somebody may say, why is it 4?
Yeah.
It's the same on the budget.
Okay.
So this is the budget warrant article,
Yeah,
so it's the same on the budget.
yeah.
Is there anything extra you want attached to the budget warrant article?
I don't, I think we have to be very careful with that, because you don't, I think we should just leave them as is.
Okay.
What would you add?
Well,
Well, we-
the budget committee usually does the speaking on this.
Yeah.
Right.
and
We
we
want to
had-
ask
I
if
should
the
ask
budget
you.
committee chairman, since he's here, he may want.
He has provided a slide in the past, so I don't know if you want to do that.
I mean, he's gonna speak to the article anyway.
Do you need any additional slides?
No, I don't know, I'll think about it some more, but I wasn't, the one thing that I wanted to do is basically, I'm gonna put it this way, I'm gonna wanna fess up to the people that we did, normally, we try to not bury things in the budget, because of the last section, the last second, the funding for the penny path came up, that it's in the budget, it's not as visible as it normally would be, I wanted to call that out.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's fine, present that, yeah.
Yeah, I think if you can have your things that you wanna bring up, just like any of us will, speaking to the other article. But I think we should kind of stick to this, because it's easy to stray off into opinion, once we start adding more commentary in there.
Okay. Article 14, the contingency fund. You will have key points for you in, and there are also key points that will be in the
So
voters
are we
guide.
choosing right now who's gonna speak to these?
Actually, do you, let me,
Might as well.
While we're going through.
if you want to open that document on your computer, it's marked, that's a good point, thank you, Rob. It's marked select board folders, so.
I'm sorry, what is it under?
Select board folders, it says under number 5-4.
Yeah. Tuesday,
There it is.
So I decided not to recreate the wheel. I've turned the voter's guide into your select board folders document. So on that document, I added the introductions at the beginning. the slideshow, the things to point out, the summary of estimated, sorry, did you
There's a
find it
file
wrong?
name, select board folders.
It says, yeah, 05-4.
Just got it.
Well, you gotta open the top.
I'm looking for an actual folder.
folder.
where it's select board.
That threw me off at first.
Engineer's document too, but, and then, so on the first page, I put in summary of that information, introductions, the slideshow, summary of estimated tax impacts, that's also in the voter's guide. And then we call it the three-finger rule, that is the name of it. But it's how if you had to estimate for every 1 million added to the budget, it's $1. So it's a different number now, so I put that in the first page. And then this is where you're gonna pick. So Article 12 is your social districts. Who wants to motion it?
Can I stop you right there for a second?
Yes.
Before I forget this? Sorry. We have the fiscal impact.
Yep.
On every single one of those, can we please change it to estimated fiscal impact?
Oh, yeah.
It does say, it says fiscal impact, then it says estimated tax impact next to
Yeah,
it.
but it's probably,
Do you wanna change it from fiscal?
The
Yeah.
title itself.
First
Yeah.
word, estimated tax impact.
I'll take that out, yep. Can do that.
I
no
spent
problem.
time earlier this week with Christina going over the 3 different ways we could calculate a number, so yeah, it's all in
And
estimate.
we've come to an agreement that we're on the same page. My number's a little bit different than his, but because he took revenues and everything into consideration, and I did not. This is just a.
It looks like you could just go through and delete fiscal impact off of
Yep.
everything, yeah.
I can do that. So Article 12, who would like to motion it?
Social district,
Yep,
I would be willing to do that unless
Yeah.
I'll
anybody
put-
else wants to.
I'll
If
add-
you didn't, I would, but you're the one that I think brought it up first, so if you want to, go ahead.
Yeah, I'll take that.
so I'll add the motion into this document after, but the second,
I'll second.
Don, and Rob speak to it.
Yeah.
Are we gonna do the same thing, whoever's motion it speaks to it?
Yep.
Okay,
Or they might
Unless there's a reason to defer.
defer to it,
yeah.
department head or, yeah.
So for the budget committee, I said the budget committee moves second and speaks. Is that true?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, they always move the budget. So-
I'll fix that one. Okay. Article 14 is the contingency.
I'll do that.
Sean. Who wants to second?
I'll second it.
And if there's something else you want to see added to your document, please let me know. Article 15 is the fireworks. While we're here, can we talk about fireworks for a second? Who wants to motion it first? But Rob, and speak.
Second.
Scott. So I have a contract in your folder under TA report discussion. We are doing July 10th and July 11th, they're being booked, but, so here's the option. I personally don't like July 10th Friday night because people will be driving up potentially from out of state or coming up to visit at their properties, or we have to work all day and then go to work at night. So I was hoping you would pick July 11th, and here's what they've offered. It's a little bit different. They've offered a reverse rain date. So if we watch the weather that week and we think that the weather's going to be bad on Saturday, then the rain date will be the 10th. So I wanted to double check with you before I signed this. And this is also contingent upon it passing town meeting, but I've got the contract and that would be the dates, so, and if you agree, so.
I'm good.
Best situation of a challenging problem.
Yep.
So, okay,
Yeah.
that answers that one, so good. Article 16, sorry, I'm slow now, is the Beach Street project.
I'll do that.
Who wants to second it?
I'll second.
Is there any else, do you want anything in the slide? Do you want to plan? I asked Victor didn't think we should put plan in. I'm okay with that. I just want to make sure.
Maybe just the location map.
Location.
Donna and I, we talked about it at the Conservation Commission, so Donna's aware of where that is.
Yep.
So just a close-up of the lot.
Yep.
Maybe a slide, side by each,
I don't.
Side
by each.
with a, you know, a larger location and then the actual lot.
Yep. Kind of like a locus map.
Yep.
Large, yeah. Actually, it's multiple lots, so, but
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't-
Okay. Article 17 is the ambulance revolving fund,
Yeah, do you want me to take that?
but you're not probably gonna speak
I was
to
gonna say,
Ben.
No,
will speak.
well, because I'm assuming Ben's gonna part.
You're
Yeah,
gonna-
he's
So
gonna
John will
defer it.
motion,
Yeah.
I'll second it.
Rob, and then Ben will speak to it. Ben may have something to add into the slideshow. He said he would get back to me, but
You want a second for 16?
I did.
Scott.
Scott?
Yep. But so Ben's thinks he wants to put something in. Is there anything you want specific, or just defer to Ben at this point?
I don't think so. I think letting him handle it is the clearest, gonna paint the clearest picture.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the author of it.
Yeah, and then if, see the react, I mean, I may have something to say on it, but we'll see.
Well, I mean, I think it's pretty clear at the bottom here, right, around the what no, because if folks vote no, then it fundamentally means we still gotta replace fire trucks.
Right.
Right, so like, we're trying to be very transparent around how they get funded.
Yeah.
So,
Proactive.
yeah, so, I mean, it's all good, unless somebody thinks we don't need a fire truck.
Okay.
There are those people.
Listen, I get it.
Article 18 is the capital reserves.
I'll do that.
Done.
I usually
Yeah, I was
do.
gonna say that should be
Who
done.
seconds?
I'll second.
Do you need anything else, Don, for this? In the
No.
past, we put the CIP report, but it's too hard to see on the
It's
screen.
too hard to read.
And it's in the town report in the back, so it's
Yeah.
hard to see there too, but
Yeah, I gotta figure out a better way of doing that.
I can bring a bigger one for you for the meeting if you needed it, but,
No, I believe it or not, I can read the one in the report. That's fine.
Dawn, do you
oh,
have?
I have to change something on the voter's guide too. When we looked at it today, the fire equipment capital reserve, it needs that same note that's on the other ones about after final 2025 I mean, 2025 expenses were processed, the balance was reduced. It is reduced by about 100,000. This was end of the year, but the reserve is about will be $100,000 less, so.
Dawn, on that,
Yeah.
do you have a written document ready to go to amend 18 if 17 fails?
I can get
No,
that, I can prepare that for you.
Yeah, just have a slip of paper.
Yep.
That would be good.
Yeah, so you're talking about, yeah, so
Yeah.
fire equipment, yeah, because then that number can't be 50,000.
No.
Yeah,
That
very
number-
good idea, Scott.
Yep.
Okay. Anything else?
Nope,
Oh, I
don't wanna
got
waste
it.
anybody's time, so.
Cut it out. It's his last meeting. Article 19 is the optional tax credit for 2,500.
I'll speak.
You'll speak?
Sure.
Okay.
I'm down in there.
Scott. Who wants a second?
Sure.
Okay, Rob. Oops, my screen sharing just kicked me out. Hang on. Don't even say it, John. Actually, it kicked me completely out of the document.
You might as well do 19 through 23, because they're all basically the same thing.
Is there anything you want for these or support for these? besides what's here. I told Joanne and I are gonna touch base, just to make sure she has numbers in case there are questions that come up at the
I was
meeting.
gonna say, just have her be prepared to.
I
Do we
understand.
have a like total number of applicants that
Yeah.
apply for it?
That's what I figured, we would wanna have total
Yeah.
numbers
Yeah.
of what are currently and how,
Yeah, how
And
many
Microsoft is
impacted
doing an
properties there
update.
are?
sorry, my Microsoft is doing an update, so I can't share it anymore on the screen right
I
now.
think if we had Arista equipment in here, it might be faster.
Listen, this has nothing to do with the network. The network's fine. It's all the
This is
stuff around
Microsoft this time.
it. No, it was Zoom last time.
This is
So-
Microsoft.
Let's
Okay,
stop- let's stop being
so
video.
are you gonna speak to all of them,
Sure.
Scott? Who
I
wants?
mean, pretty much, we can read it off and then we're just gonna say this is a follow-up to
Yeah.
the previous.
Well,
Just record
you
them on
can't,
the
the
first
first
one.
one isn't, the first one is a law change, that's why we're doing that one, Article
Right.
19. The Article 20 through Article 23 are all because
Right,
we
those
haven't
three.
made changes
Yeah.
since 2007. So, okay, and who wants the second?
I'll second.
Who wants the second 21?
I'll do it.
Rob. I mean, whoops,
Yeah.
now I'm pulling
Now
Rob.
you are.
Just put us all in as a second.
Okay, got
Just-
it. I'll just spread it out
There
here.
you go.
Be down for 22 then.
Don is gonna do 23. Article 24 is this.
Suitcase stuff.
I still can't, cause it's
I'll
still
do
doing.
it. That's fine.
I figured we wouldn't be speaking to it though,
Yeah,
so
Paul's gonna.
your
We'll defer to
motion,
Paul.
Yeah, I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
and then Paul will speak to it.
Paul can
Even, not Reagan.
do his dance. Lots of calls.
And then Article 25 is to transact any other business. I do have a picture that I put in your, that I can't look at right now, but and then, I will, I don't know what this is doing. Unable to start Microsoft Office, lovely. But, so we redo the first thank you we've talked about, we'll do I've added a couple other comments in there, for thank yous. Welcome the new select board members, whoever they may be. Welcome to all election winners, and no, anyone needing to be sworn in for a position, please stay after the meeting, to be sworn in. Is there anything else, now that we've gotten to there?
I think so.
After I fix the voter's guide, I'll fix it online. I'll fix it. And how many copies, do you want copies at town meeting, obviously, but how many?
One for each of us.
No, I mean for the public. Do you want any for the public?
Of
Sure.
Of the voters' guide?
Yes, of the voters guide? Yeah.
Yeah. So, 100?
That'd be enough for one each.
Pretty close.
Okay.
Yeah. Not everybody will take it, so.
No, but we can set it out there.
I don't know, the social district might get people riled up to be there, since they have to be there to vote, at least to start off. But 100 should work.
Yeah, I can't. I'm not gonna be able to share anything the rest of the night. I can't even get it back into Word.
All right, let's just roll.
So I think that covers town meeting, unless you have something else that you wanna add. We put orange signs out to remind everybody on this building, the library, the transfer station, that voting on March 10th is at New Bern Regional High School and in the gymnasium, and we're gonna have signs to direct people where to go. And then, I might need to reboot, sorry. Other than that, I think and then Saturday is also at New Farm Regional High School. Sorry, they kicked me out. Is also at New Farm Regional High School at 9 AM, so. Anything else? Shoot. I can't even see my documents, sorry. Okay, I think that covers town meeting.
Just to remind everyone, the candidates forum organized by
yes.
the library trustees is this Saturday,
Yeah,
starting at 1 o'clock at the Marion Center.
Yeah.
I'm getting kicked out of everything, so
Do you want to use mine for
I'm gonna.
TA report and stuff?
Let's see if I can open
Just
anything
gotta
else.
reopen the meeting, because otherwise, right now it's also not gonna be recorded.
No, it's recorded with him.
That's true, yeah.
Do you guys wanna look at the TA report info while I'm trying to, and see if there's anything? I might be able to get in through SharePoint instead.
Did you say 1 o'clock?
1 o'clock.
Thank you.
It looks like it's letting me in through SharePoint, so I'll go in through that online, so. Is there anything in info that you have questions about?
Looking at the letter regarding fund balance.
So I'd asked the auditors, at first I thought I'd ask them to come here to explain it, because there's been some confusion on fund balance by, not on everybody, but, so they wrote that. They wrote the fund balance just to give you some information about, how the fund balance works. They also gave you a balance sheet that kind of shows it, to also explain that it isn't actually cash on hand. Because I think that's what some of the thoughts are from
Yeah,
even the
generally.
public, that it's cash on hand, and it isn't always cash on hand, so I'd asked the auditors for that, and that's what they provided.
Yeah, that's one of those the unreserved fund balance is one of those concepts that's,
It's very difficult to
yeah,
convey.
yeah, and comprehend.
Okay, I got the TA report up, I'm sorry. Under the regular TA report, the employee appreciation, I want to say, this is our annual recognition on the first of every month. Congratulations on another year with the town of Bristol. We're grateful for your continued dedication, positive attitude, and the quality of work you bring to the town each day. In the fire department, Thomas Hagner has been here for a year. Christopher Dolliff, 28 years. Town clerk, tax collector's office, Cheryl Herbert, 4 years. Those are our March people, so. Under number 2, you had voted on this at the last meeting, but there's one more document that needs to be signed. This is the release of the covenant to protect public benefit. It's the revitalization district. These are 2 properties that are coming off of the discount program, and they will be put back fully on the tax rolls. So you don't have to vote on this, you just have to sign, sign it, and then we'll record that with Grafton County Registry. And those properties, in case anybody's interested, is 20 Spring Street and 20 Central Street. I think that, I will double check with Joanne, but I think we had 5 originally, and I think they're all back on the tax rolls fully now, so.
Yeah, and let's be clear, they weren't off the tax rolls.
Right,
They was
yes.
just at a reduced rate because of
Yeah.
the reinvestment into the
Yeah.
properties.
Yeah, they essentially were frozen
Right.
at the point.
Yeah, whatever they did, like for instance, there was one property that only did renovations to the 2nd floor. That 2nd floor was frozen in place, and their assessment doesn't change for 5 years, so. There was another property that completely gutted, and it was frozen in place, and it doesn't change, so. But at the end of the 5 years, if they don't reapply for an extension, then then the full assessment is now assessed, so. Under number 3, road postings, they are already posted. I just need you to ratify your vote. So if you would like to make a motion on the posting, it became effective March 2nd.
I make a motion to approve the posting of town roads effective March 2nd.
I'll second.
Motion by Sean, second by John to approve the road postings. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Can't believe I'm voting for the road posting.
That's gotta hurt, right?
It does hurt a little bit.
So the towns are posted effective Monday, the states are posting effective tomorrow.
Right.
And that list is also, they're posted online, and that list is in your folders. The Minot Sleeper Library is, 2 things. Minot Sleeper Library is seeking a youth services librarian. I reposted the position on Indeed and on the town's website.
Is this the one
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask.
Yes.
That's frustrating.
She did get a good opportunity full-time in another town, so.
So how much can we reduce that budget by?
There's a trustee in the audience, I'm kidding.
No, there is a trustee in the audience.
Yeah, so they are seeking, let's see, candidate will be expected to fill in at the circulation desk or Tuesday. So the ad's online if anybody's interested. We have gotten 6 candidates with little experience right now, but we're hoping to get some more.
The stated pay rate, is that what we had gone up to?
I think that's
With or without a doctorate?
I think that's the 2025 rate, because we haven't changed to the, well, I'll double check.
All right.
I think it's the 2025 rate though, because we hadn't changed yet, so. We don't change until April, to the 2026 rates. But I will double check and I'll follow up for you. We can skip special recognition. The other thing at the library, so we did send the highway department first and the fire department today. Their roof is leaking through electrical fixtures and ceiling. It was a buildup of ice, and we think it's in the crevice like it's done in the past.
In the valley,
Yeah, the valley. So we've had the roof, I did talk to Victor. Victor said we had the roof checked in the past, and the roof was, the people said, that came out, said there was nothing wrong with the roof.
It's a metal roof, right?
What?
It's a metal.
It's slate.
Oh, it's slate there.
No, this is over
Oh.
over the new part of the building, so it's an asphalt.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So, yeah, I
So
wasn't sure where it was.
I was walking by, so I'll share with you what I know. I walked by and the fire department getting the roof, so I walked over to one of the supervisors who was in the truck, and I said, hey, I'm one of the trustees, can you give me a heads up? I haven't had a chance to go inside. He said there was an ice tank where there's
Ice dam.
a
Valley.
crease, a valley.
Yeah.
They're having an ice dam, and so they were up on the roof shoveling. He said they fixed the ice dam. I went inside and talked to Patty. She said water was pouring out of an electrical fixture. The fire department took it apart, said they can't see anything wrong. They've basically turned off that switch so they turned the breaker back on so that they didn't burn out the emergency lights, but they turned the switch off so part of the library is not lit the way it normally is. And Patty contacted the electrician, and they're coming Monday to further inspect the wiring in the electrical
Wiring.
lighting fixture.
That won't be, it'll be a lack of ice and water shield in that.
Right.
So here's my concern with this. So I appreciate the fire department and the highway department going out and look at it. But like something like that, you could do more harm than good trying to mitigate something like that.
So we do the maintenance for the building, so I did send the highway department out the fire department, because they had the ladder truck, went out to check the electrical. I didn't know they were gonna do more than that, so.
Gotcha, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a, no pun intended, a slippery slope when it comes to.
It's funny, I have pictures in the old building of Mark Chevalier on the ladder truck with the axe breaking the ice off the old building one time.
Surprised me in the least, but.
I know.
That said, I would hate to lose a fire department employee to
Right.
disability because they were breaking up an ice dam on the library's roof.
Right.
But, yeah, it's a
So
kind of
there's a-
catch-22, so. The catch-22 is that.
I guess we just need to make sure that there's an actual plan to go, okay, we know it's an issue, because right now, the electrician's gonna go out, if it's truly an ice dam, the ice dam just got the wires wet, so then they're gonna go, okay, well, it's gotta be dry. You don't really wanna have power there, because you'll cause a different problem.
You solve the problem, and then,
Right.
I mean, I've seen somebody go up and break up an ice dam before and do more damage to the roof than the
But hole
dam
in the
did.
roof, right.
So that's one concern. And then the next concern is gonna be, going forward next year, how do we prevent that
Right.
from,
It's gonna do
happening.
it again, yeah.
whether it be, get quality or insulation or somebody out there like that to evaluate it, or, you know, whatever the case may be.
So Victor did say that they did evaluate it and told us nothing was wrong with the roof.
Who evaluated it?
I'd have to find out who they sent out. I wasn't,
There might be nothing wrong with the roof, but there might be something wrong with how the roof's insulated, is what I'm
Well,
saying.
what's the, anything to do with the pitches?
yeah, but, oh, you mean so that the ice dam doesn't build up?
Right, so what's happening is heat is escaping from the building through the roof,
Yeah,
melting snow, creating ice, and that's where you get your ice dam from. If that was insulated properly, that heat doesn't get out, then that snow doesn't melt and create that ice dam.
The hard part is you go off and you do insulation without taking the roofing material off and redoing the ice and water shield.
Yeah,
If you don't have enough, then all you do is you soak down everything you just spent
yeah.
a bunch of money on. So like step one literally has to be, if it's a known area, it has to get stripped off, proper ice and water damming, so like 3 feet from the valley, right, in each direction, and then they gotta re-roof it with the asphalt.
But that, yeah, that's the problem, is that still doesn't necessarily prevent the ice dam from happening.
Has Paul done an energy audit on that building?
no, he's doing, right now he's working on
this
something
one?
for me for this building.
That's a big job.
Because I've gotten a quote, I've gotten a quote from, I've gotten a quote to put the, whatever it's called, over the door entryways, but now I think I have to go to a new
Diverse.
builder because he's not responding anymore. And then I've gotten a quote to do something with the air, on the second floor. And Paul asked me to hold off until the energy committee did their review. And then they're gonna be coming in probably April or May to meet with this select board to talk about their recommendations for this building. So they're reviewing the energy audit that we've had done on this building, so, but we know there's a problem on that side of the building especially, so.
The first thing I would do with that, with the library, is to get somebody in there to make sure that's insulated correctly.
Does anybody even know, so obviously we haven't been involved in this building very much. How do we even access it, these areas?
Well, so I think that's where we go to Patty and go, okay,
But she's
we need to work
brand
out.
new.
Well, no, I understand. We need to work out a plan and say, okay, you guys operate the building. We've now agreed that the town, it's a town asset. The town is taking over responsibility to make sure that asset is properly maintained. So we now need to work this process out. And I don't, before everybody starts going, do it this way or that way, let's go to the people that are responsible for running the thing right now and go, we need to work this out. How is this gonna work?
But she's technically responsible for the interior and the material inside the building, not the building itself. We are,
Right,
I
that's
agree,
contents.
but
yeah, the
So
contents.
basically, it's not ask her, it's tell her.
that's, yeah.
Yeah. And you need a person you need to decide who's going to oversee building maintenance. You know, it's kind of like this building, like, basically, it's you.
Oh, no.
There's no,
Well, it is me, but it's, we have building maintenance
Yeah.
provider. But in the winter, we have less per building maintenance provider.
but that person's doing more, what's the word for it? They're not managing.
No,
Yeah, they're
right.
strictly doing,
No, every department.
hey, that doorknob,
Yeah.
let's go tighten it.
Every department head technically is managing, except for
Right.
this building. This building I'm managing,
So then unfortunately, if that's the case, that probably falls in the same vein, right?
Yeah, yes, sort of.
I mean, I
My only concern is we probably should have an MOU with the library trustees because we don't right now. This is something new that's come up in the past year. We should develop something.
On some of this stuff, it might be worth, how do not having a part-time person, but even
Money
Fine.
available via contract or.
a money available for contractor / consultant, something like
Yeah.
that. Somebody to come in and say,
Yeah,
and just bill you hourly and say, yeah, you should do, and they're gonna basically head up contacting the installation company, the roofing company, the electrician, so that takes that off your plate, or Patty's plate in that
Or-
case.
Yeah, right.
So you guys are able to focus on what you should be doing and not what someone else,
Right.
know.
Because, again, we still need to do an MOU though, because we honestly don't want them to.
Yeah.
If we're responsible for the building, we don't want somebody to be cutting hole somewhere,
Yeah,
not that you would allow that, Paul.
No, it seems like there's a lot of this popping up, so I
Yeah.
think it would make sense
Yeah.
to have, money available to pay somebody an hourly rate to, whether it's contract.
especially when you consider what the assets are actually worth to the community,
Yeah,
right? Like, it's not like it's a $25 Rubbermaid barrel, this is
Well, no, we're getting, even the painting quotes, we can only do half the building and we're
Yeah.
taking it out of the building fund.
yeah.
But it definitely would be good. Yep,
well, that's, it's a perfect example of that, covering the walkway is that, if you have somebody consulting on that has connections and ties in the construction community, it opens up some ability to save some money here and there.
and the quote to do this even here wasn't, it was very good, but there was a death in the family, so I gave them some time, but we still haven't heard back, so. We've actually been pretty fortunate that it hasn't been as bad as it was last year, knock on wood. Okay. New vehicles are in, you've probably seen the truck, the animal control truck technically, not animal
K9,
control.
K9.
K9 truck. We don't have animal control, let me rephrase that. The K9 truck for Mabel and Mike Greer, that's in.
Hasn't that been in for a little while?
Yeah, I think they didn't just finish off some of the other stuff, it was just the retrofitting.
If I remember, they had the procession.
Oh,
for,
yes. So they just finished the retrofitting.
yeah.
Yes, yeah.
And then, the command vehicle, it was parked out front of,
It's now in service. Yeah.
and they just finished the retrofitting on that as well, so. I think that's it, but I reserve the right to call Columbo.
Do we want to move to public comment before
We can do that.
selectmen, since we have a few folks here?
If I can get my bearings. Public comment.
No? Nothing here. Oh, okay. All right, very good.
I have two things that I wish you'd look at.
Okay.
Um,
If you could just,
My name is Bonnie Linda Velt.
you can stay, you don't have to stay.
Okay, and I live in White Rock Management Complex at 10
Beano's?
Summer Street. Yes,
Yeah.
it's not covered anymore.
No, I know, yeah. To me, it's Beano's, yeah.
Okay, since the, you've taken over the church parking lot, I would love to see stairs going up from our unit to your unit, and if you could work with White Rock, and I know they're interested in doing it, but nobody does it. Okay? stairs just
Yeah.
going from the parking lot, because us older ones have to go all the way around
Yeah.
to get to that parking lot, and it's a long ways. And you could put it right against the trash container, the trash building, and it could go right up, and it's not gonna evolve very much for you, but just working together with White Rock.
Have you talked to the building management?
Yes,
Because the majority of that would be on their
yes,
property.
yeah, they're agreeing to it, but nobody's, with so many things you gotta do, I understand.
Well,
I've been,
The wall is ours.
yeah, the wall is ours, so all of the stairs, with the exception of maybe like the handrail anchor or something, would be on.
Yeah, it's
would be on
almost,
that property.
it's,
Yeah,
it's,
maybe
been-
grading a path.
So
We probably need them to approach us.
yeah, I think we're happy to talk about it,
Oh, yeah.
but,
they have 81 clients, so
Yeah.
that, this is
Yeah.
not their only complex. And-
Yeah.
And I just feel these people are hardworking, but they can't spread it. Just like, do you know the sign for our building is now 10 Summer Street? That's been a big thing,
Yeah.
because people didn't know where we were when you changed it. Now, I think changing the 10 Summer Street was a fantastic idea, long run, but we didn't get deliveries, and we had really trouble. So the sign has come in, but these people are so busy, they haven't got the sign up, so, it takes a lot. The other thing I saw in Guilford, I do not have a car now, and they have beach passes for elderly, that you can just go in somebody else's car and go to the beach, and I'm a swimmer, so this has been last year I didn't have a car, I can't go
Oh,
swimming.
like if
in
somebody's
lakes.
giving you a ride to the beach?
Yeah,
So that should
Yeah.
be taken care of through a beach placard, but there's
You
a
have to
technicality
buy-
has to be a
You have to buy
resident.
the combo, right?
No,
It's
So-
a beach placard is a combo. You
Ours
have to
are
buy-
all-
Yes, it is.
So whether it's a sticker or a placard, it's tied to a registration.
Right.
So
Right.
this would have to be something separate in the ordinance, that a resident over X,
Yeah.
we'd have to add it to the ordinance.
X years of age that didn't have a drive, it would probably have to be you don't have a driver's, or don't have a vehicle,
Yeah.
whatever
I
it
have
may
a
be.
driver's license, I just don't have a vehicle.
So long story short, it has to be addressed through the beach ordinance.
Okay,
So that's something that would have to be, I don't know if you'd be able to revisit it that quickly, or something you'd have to talk to Deb about.
No, I wouldn't have to talk to Deb, I'd have to talk to town clerk,
Sure.
because, just to make sure how they could issue something like that.
Right, because they'd be
Placards.
actually facilitating.
They're
that.
issuing it, but Deb would just have to know that's what we're doing.
But that is you're right, that is a hole in the,
Yeah.
or somebody that's disabled that
Yep.
can't drive.
100%.
And,
Yeah.
it's interesting, I get chauffeured everywhere, but this is one of the things I found
Well,
last
no,
year.
it's a very good idea, and it's actually something that, I don't know if you were here for Carol Brown, when Carol Brown was here.
Yeah,
Carol always was pushing for,
oh, really?
just,
beach access.
lack of a better word, handicap access to the beach.
Great,
So for somebody that is disabled to have a place at the beach where it's more accessible, that sort of thing, so this kind
We
of,
did,
what's that?
we did do some of those.
Right, I was gonna
this
say,
time.
we did, yeah.
good.
But it did come up that, we don't have signage.
Yeah.
So, it came up today in our department head meeting about, were we thinking of signing those little areas? And I'm
Yeah.
like, well, I didn't think about that, maybe
Yeah.
that is something we
Yeah.
should do, so you know where they are. We kind of moved some rocks to make it a little gradual going down in certain areas.
Oh,
And
okay,
we did it in 4 spots,
Yeah.
and then we paved over the top of a set of stairs that existed at Avery Krause to make that cleaner
Okay.
going down too. But we didn't label them, we didn't mark them out, or, we did tell people they were there, but,
But to your point, yes, that is something that
yeah.
that is I won't say a loophole, it's a missing portion of the program.
Yeah,
So
something
we'll
something
review
we
it
didn't
with the,
consider or know about.
yeah, we'll review
well,
it
that's
with the
what I
town.
thought you might not know.
No,
The
no, that's,
good news is we've got time
Right.
before beach season starts to get this fixed
Yeah.
over the next.
Yeah, it might be more of a case-by-case basis kind of thing.
Yeah, I can't imagine it's, it may only be a handful
Right.
of permits. Yeah,
Probably.
Yeah.
But I know, I saw
Unless you tell all
that
your
Guilford, Guilford is doing it now.
yeah,
No, that's a good idea, thank you.
thank you. Yeah. All right.
Gentlemen?
Well, Bonnie's, he's still here. Bonnie, is, donated the flag. I read it a few weeks ago. We have not installed it because we've had some really weird weather. But I wanted to bring,
Yes.
this is Bonnie. Bonnie was the one who wrote the really nice letter about the view and donated the state of New Hampshire flag.
Oh,
for us
thank
to
you.
sit down.
Oh,
You know, I mean, I understand where I voted for when the passage was coming down and how this process was very difficult. And I thought that you should be rewarded for that. And also behind my apartment is Spring Street, where you condemned 15 items,
Yeah.
and that's been fixed.
Yeah.
But it was really interesting. One morning this week, I went to sleep in, they're taking down trees, they're doing trees on the beautiful tree where the parsonage was, and then taking down trees there. It was noisy. But I think long run, those were two excellent things to do in Bristol.
I appreciate that.
Thank you.
And I know you don't get a lot of praise, and I'm just, two of my husbands were selectmen, so I have some idea what you're going through. And I've been a reading supervisor, and I was even a reading supervisor here one time. So I know what you go through, and I might show up at more of the meetings and just say things that I see need to be done.
You're always welcome.
Glad to have
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you very much.
So she did remind me, the parsonage, they did, not the parsonage, the tree, they did prune it, this week, that I'd asked them to wait to prune it, until after the first of the year, so they did come out and they did the pruning this week, so.
And that would explain the parking cones in the parking lot?
Yeah, we tried to block off all that space because the truck was gonna be there, but we couldn't track down one of the vehicles. So when the truck parked, it parked this close to that truck, so, but yeah, and I did email actually, White Rock, not Venus. I emailed them to have them, let people know if they could for us ahead of time, so.
Very good.
Yeah.
No other public comment, select board comment, Sean?
Conservation Commission meeting last night, couple of special use permits and the like, well, two, but for the same project, out on, Pikes Point North, something happening out there, not a big, some shoreline work. And then the other was that the one that came before us and the planning board for the property that is across from the wellhead on Fowler River Road, was under review by DES, and for the first time in quite a while, we found DES to be pretty helpful in this situation, and they're requiring more engineering and answers to a ton of questions that they have about that application, and the applicant has asked for a 90-day delay or extension, so they can do some work out there when the snow goes, and finish up their permit. We're working with Resilience Planning, thank you, on the conservation chapter of the master plan, and they're making progress on that. We had a good meeting with them at the previous meeting, or maybe, yeah, it was the previous meeting. And then, what was the other one that was in last night? They were,
I don't have my calendar.
oh, it's just this, out by Camp Greenwood, a cottage out there, getting a new pier foundation. But it's one of those old cottages that is literally like right on the lake. It's feet from the water, mark, high water mark.
Yeah, there'll be a planning board next Wednesday.
Yeah, right. And we're sending, between the Conservation Commission and two private donors, we're sending 3 students to the Berry Conservation Camp.
Awesome. Fantastic.
We should be cutting that check next week.
Okay, great. I think that's what I have.
Scott?
I'd like to make note of conditions at the spring, and that I would hope that the Conservation Commission would consider trimming back some tree limbs on some of the trees that are growing that are, it's just to give a safety for the people that are going later at night. There is a light across the street, and some of that light is being blocked by this limb that's growing now. It's quite large, so maybe to take a look at it, maybe the highway department can go drop a few limbs out of the way, and that would at least be a start to.
It's not state property.
No.
Well, the
No,
spring
it's
is-
set back from the road, but it might be right on the edge.
Yeah.
It's a big pine limb, and there's a couple other little limbs, but that would add some light to the spring area, collection area, just 'cause it's so busy and it's running so slow, so it's getting a lot of.
We don't have
use.
electricity there at all, right?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
And that would be a
We've
second,
talked about it in the past, but.
Yeah.
a secondary idea would be to add a lamp there right at the spring, but that
Be
would
nice to have one
require.
at the
Yeah,
kiosk.
we're
You wonder if
supposed
you
to
could
hold-
push it under the road from
Across
across
the
the
street.
street,
Yeah, maybe.
maybe. I don't think there's any there already though, but.
I wonder if we just maybe put a different light, similar to like we have on the pole here, that would be a little brighter. There's already a light there, we must be
Well-
paying for it.
Well,
and-
we do the tariff dimming with those lights and they're turned down. So maybe we ask them I get the
To
light
keep
pole
that up.
number and I ask them to change that and not dim it.
And maybe make sure it's evening. It might, yeah, we maybe look at light
Let
design.
me try that.
Yeah.
I'll get the light pole and I'll ask them to change so the program is really cool. It shows it at 9 o'clock, it dims, and then it dims a little bit more later on at night, and then it comes back up early in the morning.
Mhm.
So, maybe we just ask them, don't dim that one at all, keep
Yeah.
it on,
Yeah.
yeah.
There's not I'm trying to think of, there's a couple houses on the road up above the.
The apartments are right there, but I
Yeah,
think it's
but I
far enough
think-
away.
The only time they might have an issue would be probably the winter months
Yeah.
maybe, but.
Yeah. All right.
They're downward casting
Yeah.
lights too,
Yeah.
so they're specially made, that the stuff up higher shouldn't be bothered by it.
We did have access to the program. They haven't turned it completely over to us yet because they were doing,
They actually make some really good solar
you know,
lights. That
like,
might be an option.
There's a lot of trees around
there's
there.
Yeah.
a lot of trees in
Yeah.
there.
Unless you put it on the ditch side, right on the edge of the banking, but.
Yeah. All right,
Well,
well,
let me-
we'll explore some of
Well,
those
let me
options.
change the lighting. I'll check,
Yeah.
we'll work with Ashley and have, see if we can get a hold of Affinity and get that changed
Yeah.
and then see if it makes a difference. If it doesn't, then
Right.
your conservation.
Yeah, we'll definitely get some, good job for the new bucket truck.
There you go.
The old bucket
The
truck.
new old bucket truck,
Yeah.
yeah.
Bucket truck.
That's all I had.
John?
So in a similar vein, I heard a couple of comments from a couple of business owners downtown, that people are starting to really appreciate the additional parking to be able to get to some downtown businesses. So I just thought I'd share that, because that's, I think, positive for everything that's been going on. I mean, obviously, there's still more work to be done there, right? But definitely seeing some good things. I also heard from Bruce that we sent them the letters out to the former Economic
Thanks
Development
for
Committee,
reminding me.
right?
We did, we sent them their thank you letters,
So we're getting close now to kicking off the new stuff, which I think will also be really interesting as we kind of kick off the next year.
Mhm.
So, there you go. That's pretty much what I had.
I'm good.
Good.
I have a couple.
Thank you all for putting up with me for the last 3 years.
I have a couple.
Your Highness?
A Columbo?
Just
Oh, wait,
just
wait a minute, I have one.
talked today with a landowner over by the Shallows / Sandbar and
Shallows.
yeah, and we're asking kind of where the town stood on a lot of the activity out there, and I basically said, well, we don't have any standing other than. Well, no, we don't even do permits because that's state, so
I
anything
was
that
gonna say,
happens.
isn't that the state that
It's
takes
all
care of
state.
all that?
It happens on the water.
The
yeah.
water is state, but if they were doing something more on land, which they
Right,
aren't,
then,
so
yeah.
I think we could permit it, but.
This is a landowner that was worried about degradation of the water and of course, the value of the properties, but I think historically, it's always been a lot of, right? It may be more now, but it's historically.
Like as far as that, like how much boating activity there is, or
It's getting more organized now.
It's more organized, yeah, that's the complaint, is that, you have concerts and.
Yeah.
I can
even those-
tell you that one of those concerts benefits the NLRA.
Oh, yeah, I know, they mentioned that the NLRA was, not really interested in having a big conversation about it,
Yeah.
yeah. And I'm not saying we should, I'm just saying this was expressed to me as a selectman, and I'm passing that along.
Marine Patrol.
Yeah, well, I told the guy that
Marine Patrol.
he should talk to Marine Patrol if they'll answer the phone, because they seem to have forgotten we exist.
Yeah.
So, that's it.
All right, Tom.
You said you did.
Would somebody else say they had
Oh,
something?
I have one thing. Thank you very much, Robert. Appreciate it.
No, I know I can be blunt at times, and I'm not the easiest person to work with, but
That goes for all of us.
I think we've, over the past, Scott's been with me for 3 years, and 2 years for you guys, and another year for John, but, I think we've accomplished quite a bit over the past few years, and some things I would like to be involved with to continue, but I think I'd be running again if I didn't have full faith in the 4 of you that are staying on. Let's put it that way. So I leave with what I think is everyone in good hands, and I wouldn't be able to walk away if that wasn't the case. Not only the 4 of you, but Christina as well. So,
Okay.
but yeah, no, thank you all, and it's been real.
So I do have to get reelected before that happens for a 4th year.
What's that?
Oh, yes, you do need to. It is
Go through
entirely
the process.
possible you could have 2 people get more write-in votes than you.
It is possible.
Yeah, but it's the word entirely.
Probable, no. Possible, yes.
See, I'm glad I added that into the
Yeah.
speech earlier.
I'm
Highly
gonna,
doubt it.
I'm gonna make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Motion by Sean, second by John to adjourn. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, and we're out of here.